सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 7, verse 14. नस्योतगाव इव यस्य वशे भवन्ति ब्रह्मादयस्तनुभृतो मिधुरर्ध्यमानाः कालस्य ते प्रकृतिपुरुषयोः परस्य शम्नस्तनोतु चरणः पुरुषोत्तमस्य. All devatas and rishis have come onto the earth to invite the Lord Vishnu, who is in the form of Lord Krishna. At the end of his avatara, Lord Krishna has to complete and he has to go to Vaikuntha. Before that, Lord Krishna is going to give the last message to his bhakta, a great devotee known as Uddhava. While they are inviting the Lord, the devatas are praising the glory of the Lord. Lord is none other than the creator of this earth, almighty, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, such God. Whoever surrendered at his feet, they are all blessed by that Lord. So devatas are seeking that Lord's blessings. Your charanas and your feet should bless us. They should give mangalam to us, auspicious in our life. While they are asking all blessings of the Lord, they use one word, Kala. In this 14th shloka, Kalasya, Lord is Kala Kalaha, the one who is appearing in the form of Kala also. Time principle is also Bhagavan only. I adore at the feet of the Lord, who is none other than Kalaha. Kala Tattvam is not separate from Bhagavan. You are the Supreme Lord who is the controller of everything in the form of time principle. Time, that Kalaha is, in our Vedanta Shastra, Kala is defined as Chaitanyam Avidya Sambandhaha Kalaha. Chaitanyam, the consciousness, Avidya, the ignorance, and their Sambandha, the relation. The relation of Avidya, ignorance, and Chaitanyam, the consciousness principle, is known as Kalaha. That is called time. Once you remove that Avidya or Maya from that Chaitanyam, there is no time at all. Time comes into being only when Chaitanyam, Maya join together. Once you remove that ignorance or Maya, the time principle also disappears. Therefore, Bhagavan alone is appearing in the form of, that is Chaitanyam, in the form of Kala because of that Maya Sambandha. So in this shloka, that Kala word indicates lot of ideas we have to remember. Generally, we take this Bhagavatam as Krishna Leela. It is easy to understand Krishna as Dwaraka Krishna, that Yashoda Krishna as a form is Leela. People are all attracted to that form. There are so many stotrams are there. But really speaking, in Bhagavata also, Lord Krishna represents Nirgunam Brahma only. For your sake, Lord Krishna cannot become your favorite deity. You have to elevate yourself to the highest nature of God, that is Brahman. Here Krishna is Brahman only. Through these verses we come to know that the Lord as Krishna, in this 14th verse, Bhagavan is none other than Nirgunam Brahma Chaitanyam. That is the nature of Krishna. That is the real nature of Krishna, whom you are worshipping as form and a name. That Krishna is not the real form of Krishna, that is a duplicate form of Krishna. You want to duplicate or original? Choice is yours. But 99% of people vote for duplicate, not for original. Very few people, intelligent people, vote for intelligent people, thinking people, vote for original. Naturally, when people are unintelligent, they only buy all duplicates. The market also, there are so many duplicate things are available. Intelligent people are buying duplicate or unintelligent people are buying? Tell me. All unintelligent people only buy all the duplicates. Intelligent people never buy. Similarly, here also, intelligent people, bhaktas, always vote for original form of the Lord, not the duplicate. With duplicate also you can manage, but there are some side effects. If you use any duplicate, first of all it won't work for a long time, and you get lot of side effects also. Similarly, duplicate Krishna you worship, you also get some temporary benefit, but not for long time. These are all facts I am telling. We don't want to hurt anyone. We want to educate. May you all get full benefit. May you all get total benefit from the Lord. That is what Lord Krishna's advice anywhere. Therefore, Lord Krishna is the cause of this universe. Nirgunam Brahma, Krishna alone is cause for this universe with his Maya Shakti. So Bhagavan handles this universe with Kala. How he handles this universe? With Kala Shakti, that is Maya Shakti, this whole avyaktam, unmanifest universe appears into manifestation. It appears. Avyaktam, vyaktam bhavati. Then vyaktam, avyaktam bhavati. Avyaktam means unmanifest. Vyaktam means manifest. In science also they call this avyaktam as energy. Avyaktam is energy, intangible matter. That intangible matter, when it is activated, triggered, Bhagavan is the one who triggers with Kala Tattvam. The imbalance, Vaishamyam in that Prakriti, then it becomes Vyaktam. Tangible matter. Tangible energy is matter. Intangible matter is energy. Words are all jugglery, no? Tangible energy is matter. Tangible means visible, which you can experience. Tangible energy is matter. Intangible matter is energy. When Bhagavan created this universe, when did Bhagavan begins this universe? Vyaktam, avastha, manifestation. When it begins. Don't ask when it begins. Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha. There is no beginning, there is no end, there is no middle also. That is only in unmanifest form previously, now it is in manifest form. Again it goes into unmanifest form, again it comes into manifest form. There is no particular time, new creation, any time. Nothing can be newly created. The creation word is an aberration. It is a misnomer. We have to come out of that. We have to come out of that notion. What is that notion? Creation. Created by the Lord. All of this we show. Whole creation created by the Lord. There is no creation created by the Lord. There is no creation created by the Lord. Then what? Lord Himself with His Maya Shakti appears. That is called Kala Tattvam. Manifestation and unmanifestation. Whatever was there previously, that alone is appearing. Whatever is appearing, that alone is going to unmanifest form. Nothing is newly created. Nothing is newly created, cannot be created, need not be created. Whatever was there, that only appearing. So this is that science also says same thing, whatever Vedanta also saying. With this we have to go to the next shloka. The process of creation, beginning you should not ask. Adi anta rahitaha. Adi anta rahitaha. Bhagavad Gita, familiar slokas. Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata. Avyakta nidhananyeva. They were in avyakta form, potential form, unmanifest form, all jivas. Now vyakta madhyani, now they are all manifesting. Again avyakta nidhanani. At the end, again they go into unmanifest form. So that notion, that idea, we have to take it out. Unless you remove that idea of creation, there is only manifestation, and the creation angara varthaye irukkodadu. As long as you hold on to creation, who is the creator, when it begins, all these questions will come, unnecessary questions, where there is no answer for those questions. Because wrong questions cannot have right answer. Not right answer. Answer kadiyadu. Where is the question of right answer? Wrong questions can never have an answer. Therefore, what is the time, beginning time, how this creation has come, never came. Creation never came. So what? Appearing. That is only appearing. With this background of this 14th sloka, further next explanation, same idea, Lord Devatas were praising. 15th shloka we will read. Asyasi heturudaya sthiti sanyamanam avyakta jiva mahatamapi kalamahuhu सोऽयं तृणाभिरखिलापचये प्रवृत्तः सोऽयं तृणाभिरखिलापचये प्रवृत्तः कालो गभीररयवुत्तमपूरुषस्त्वम् गभीररय उत्तमपूरुषस्त्वम्. Now, in this shloka, we are borrowing Sankhya, the evolution of creation. Our Puranas, Gita, in many places, Sankhya system of philosophy of cosmology, we borrow from them. Cosmology means creation, evolution. We borrow from Sankhya philosophy. What is that Sankhya philosophy? In 13th chapter of Gita, we saw that is Pradhanam. They use what we say Prakriti. They use the word Pradhanam. And 24 principles they use for this process of creation. That Pradhanam is all. When everything is in equilibrium form, it is called Pradhanam. Everything is in equilibrium form. Samyavastha, Samyasthiti. The entire creation is Vaishamyavastha of Pradhanam. What we call Prakriti, they call it as Pradhanam. Vaishamyavastha means inequilibrium. Some inequilibrium takes place in that Pradhanam, then the creation, it appears. What you are calling creation in front of you, it just appears because of Vaishamyavastha, because of that inequilibrium. When this happens, inequilibrium and disturbance ityartha. Inequilibrium means disturbance. That is called Panchikaranam, grossification. All bhutas are sharing each other, the triggering factor. How it happens, we can see through these slokas 15 and 16. The triggering factor takes place, that is called Kala Tattvam. What is the triggering factor? Pradhana Vaishamyam. Triggering factor is Kalaha. Why it is called Kalaha? Time is called Kalaha. Kalayati iti Kalaha. Kalayati means that which moves. That which moves is called Kalaha. The Pradhanam is moved by Kala. Therefore, that Vaishamyam takes place. Once Vaishamyam takes place, everything manifests in the creation. Now look into the shloka. Before that, you have to remember Tattvabodha, 13th chapter of Gita, all those, how they have come. First, Pradhanam evolved like a seed. From seed, tree comes. Tree, that seed, sprout and plant and big tree. Like that here also. First Pradhanam is like a seed. That Pradhanam seed is evolved like Mahat. Mahat means Hiranyagarbha. Once I utter those names only, you get back to that previous. Smaranam comes. Mahat means Hiranyagarbha. Pradhanam to Hiranyagarbha. Evolution process. Then Hiranyagarbha to Ahankara. Then Ahankara to Manaha, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani. Then Sukshma Bhutani. Then Sthula Bhutani. Then Jivas. All plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom. Kingdom anna, don't take Rajyam here. Kingdom anna, group of species. They all come into existence in this universe. So first inert things all will come. All inert things comes first. Pradhanam is inert. From that inert Pradhanam, inert Mahat comes, Hiranyagarbha. Then from that inert Mahat, Ahankara, inert Ahankara comes. From inert ahankara, inert mind comes. From ahankara, mind and sense organs, all inert comes. From that inert, sukshma bhutani, from sukshma bhutani, sthula inert, 5 elements comes. All are inert. It is like house, the tenement is useless without tenant. Tenement means house. House is useless without a housekeeper, the user of that house. Kitchen has to be used as kitchen. Bathroom has to be used as bathroom. Hall has to be used as hall. Bedroom has to be used as bedroom. If nobody is there in that, tenant is not there in that house cannot be used, it is useless. Similarly here, the entire cosmic evolution, inert evolution is like a house. Imagine it's like a house. For whose sake this house? For house owner. Similarly, the whole creation, the evolution is for whose sake? The Jiva's sake. So Jiva has to enter that evolution. Chaitanyam. All Jivas are created by Bhagavan into this creation. Evolution, it comes under Jagat. Jivas are there in this Jagat, they are all tenants like. Animals, birds, human beings, devatas in all 14 lokas, all species in 14 lokas, all of them are there in this Jagat. 14 lokas are inert, they are like tenement, Jivas are like tenants. The tenants, Jivas, are using the tenement Jagat. In different lokas, different species are there, different Jivas are there. Somebody asked a joke, why they are not interacting with us in Twitter? Why can't they interact with us through email or Twitter like that? They asked, somebody asked. And the person answered, they won't talk with us because they are intelligent. Those lokas people, they are all intelligent, Jivas. They don't talk with us because we are not intelligent. Not that, we spoil that also. That's why they won't come, they won't talk to us. If they talk to us, if we have any interaction with them, we go and spoil. Without going also we spoil. By something, anthrax. So many are there, no? Through anthrax, something or other, some invisible virus we will send. Just like that people are sending virus to the computer to spoil our computer. And they prepare antivirus. Virus is not induced to your computer. Who will buy antivirus? That is why to sell their antivirus, that products, they send virus to your computer. Adi madri, if we know upper lokas, we will spoil other lokas. How I come to know now? Somebody told me. All this all out and all they are preparing, mosquito repellers, all out. They want to sell those all out. How they can sell unless they breed mosquitoes, they cannot sell all out. All out can be sold rampantly when mosquitoes are more. Therefore they started increasing the mosquitoes. Really it is happening, I am not able to believe till today. They said, Swamini, you believe it or not, it is true. How much true? 100% true. You want to live in this world or you want to run away? Tell me. Similarly, same way antivirus. That is why they don't talk with us. Okay. Why they don't talk with us? And a human mind is more spoiled mind. At present, especially in Kali Yuga. Why still it is surviving? There are some noble people in this world. Because of them only it is surviving. In spite of so many evil-minded people, there are few noble-minded people. Because of their sake, Bhagavan sustaining this creation. Anyhow, that is a different topic. Let us look into the shloka now. First line. Asya udaya sthiti samyamanam hetuhu asi. Asya jagataha. O Lord, Devatas are praising the Lord Vishnu, who is in the form of Krishna, who is none other than Brahman. Janmadyasya yataha. Even our prayer verse in Bhagavatam. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditarata. Janmad. Karanam of this universe. You are the cause of this universe as the creator. Udaya means creator. Sthiti as the sustainer. Sanyama as the dissolver. Srishti sthiti laya karta tvamasi. O Lord, you are the Jagat Karanam. Karana Ishvara. Here only we have to be very careful. Ishvara is Karanam. Brahman is not the Karanam. Brahman who triggers that Avyaktam Maya with Kala principle. That means Maya Sahitam Brahma. You remember Tattva Bodha? RM means reflecting medium. RC reflected consciousness. At total level, just as at individual level, in Tattva Bodha we saw that reflected consciousness manifesting in this subtle body, that is in the mind. It is called Pratibimba Chaitanyam, Jiva Upadhi. How many bodies we have? How many bodies we have? 3 bodies. What are those 3 bodies? Gross, subtle and causal. So 3 bodies are there. In 3 bodies, 3 types of reflections, as it were. When the Chaitanyam reflecting in the gross body, what is the name? Vishwaha. RC number 1 reflecting in the RM1. Then RC2 reflecting in the RM2, subtle body, Taijasa. Then that Chaitanyam only reflecting in the causal body, reflecting medium number 3, reflected consciousness number 3, Prajnaha. Just as your face is reflecting in 3 mirrors, different types of mirrors, similarly here also. Vishwa Taijasa Prajna. All these are the reflected consciousness. We have given names. Vishwa Taijasa Prajna. At individual level, micro level. These are all familiar to you. And same consciousness, Chaitanyam, when it is reflecting in total Maya Upadhi, Sthula Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Karana Prapancha, that one is Virat, reflected conscious number 4. 3 over at individual level. 4th numbers we are giving just for our convenience sake. There are no numbers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chumma cholre numbers. Only just for our convenience sake. 4th one reflect RC number 4. In RM number 4 is called Virat. Sthula Prapancha Pratibimbita Chaitanyam Virat. Sukshma Prapancha Pratibimbita RM5 reflected conscious number 5 is called Hiranyagarbha. Causal world, that is Karana Prapancha Pratibimbita Chaitanyam Chidabhasa number 6 Antaryami. Why all this I am telling? This Antaryami is also a reflection. Who is this Antaryami? Ishvaraha. Ishvara is also Antaryami, who is none other than reflected consciousness in the reflecting medium at a total level. Ishvara is also Karanam for this universe. This universe is because of this Ishvara. Who is this Ishvara? None other than Pratibimba Chaitanyam. Reflected consciousness at causal universe is called Ishvara, whom you are worshipping. வீதி வீதிக்கு கோயில் வச்சுண்டு விழுந்து விழுந்து ஓடி ஓடி சுவாமினி அந்த கோயிலுக்கு போயிட்டு வந்த பிரசாதம். Take this prasadam. From right side prasadam I get, from left side I get prasadam. So many people are giving prasadam, going to that God, this God, one Ishvara in different forms. You are bringing prasadam from that Ishvara. You have to accept that Ishvara is also belong to relative order of reality. Vyavaharika satyam, because Pratibimba Chaitanyam cannot be real. Ishvara is none other than, when this topic comes slowly we will close our eyes. And I can't swallow because it goes beyond my head. If it goes beyond your head, bring into your head. I can't spare that, leaving outside. That topic is very important. Karana Ishvara Karya Jagat. Karyam is always from the standpoint of Karanam. Karanam status is from the standpoint of Karyam. Karana Karya Sambandha Jagat Ishvarayoho. Ishvara is that what you are people. You means people saying what? Lord Ishvara. Please Lord Ishvara, creator of this universe, means this universe is the product. Karyam. Karyam is a karyam from the standpoint of Karanam. Karanam is a karanam from the standpoint of Karyam. This standpoint relation is always relative. Nirgunam Brahma Krishna is neither Karanam nor Karyam. That is absolute reality. No standpoint there. Relation is always your father from the standpoint of that relation, your son. Otherwise you are not a father. Or you are a mother from the standpoint your son or daughter. If son or daughter are not there, are you a mother or father? You are neither mother nor father. Similarly, it is a standpoint. From the world standpoint, Ishvara, from Ishvara's standpoint, there is world. So, Karya Karana Sambandha. What I want to communicate here, Ishvara whom you are worshipping is none other than Pratibimba Chaitanyam in Karana Prapancha. It is only a reflection. Who is the cause of this universe? Universe is nothing but appearance of Ishvara only. Gold alone appearing as ornaments, ornaments are nothing but gold. Similarly, world is nothing but God. God is nothing but world. World and God has got Karya Karana Sambandha. Udaya Sthiti Sanyama. Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta Tvameva Asi. Hey Bhagavan, you are the creator, you are the sustainer, you are the destroyer of this. Hetu means you are the cause. You are the cause. Once he is the cause, there must be some effect. What is that effect? Entire creation, including your body. Including your body, mind also is the effect of that Hetu, that is Bhagavan Ishvara. Hetuhu, Asi, you are. Jagataha, Srishtisthitulaya Karanam, Tvameva Asi. Over. Next one, Avyakta Jiva Mahata Api Kalamahuhu. Avyakta Jiva Mahatam. Avyakta means for Maya Shakti. Jiva, for Jivas, Maya Shakti means inert universe. Jiva means sentient beings. For Jivas, Mahat, Mahatam api, for Mahat Tattvam also, Tesham Kalam Tvam iti ahuhu. Tesham Tvam we have to supply. Avyakta Jiva Mahatam api Kalamahuhu is in the sentence. Apachaye, Akhila Apachaye. Okay, second line let us complete first. Avyakta jiva mahatamapi kala mahuhu. That means you are the kala, you are the initiator. Kala means God. God is kalaha. You are the initiator of this evolution, of this creation. You are the initiator in the form of kala. Kala is the triggering factor. So, in the form of kala, you are the initiator of this universe, of this creation, as Avyakta, Jiva and Mahata. Prakriti, Jivas and Hiranyagarbha, all of them. In the form of Kala. That's why Kala is so powerful. Kala is so powerful. Then Ahuhu, Brunj Dhatu. It's a very peculiar dhatu. First, Lat Pradama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam, and Dvitiya, Ekavachanam, Bahuvachanam, it has got two forms. Aha, Ahatuhu, Ahuhu. Present, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Braviti, Brutaha, Bruvanti, one form, but Ahuhu is another form. Pradhama Bahuvachanam for grammar students, whoever want. This is a beautiful root. Brunj Dhatu. Vraktayam Vachi. Wise people talk about you. You are the initiator of this entire universe in the form of Kala. That means Ishvara is the triggering factor in the form of Kala. Kala Kalayatam. Ahuhu, the wise people say, you are the controller. Kalam means you are the controller. Niyantaram iti. Sridhara Swami writes, Kalam and Niyantaram. You are the controller. Kala is in the form of Vara, Paksha, Masa, Samvatsara. Here, that Kala is given as Trinabhi in third line. Soyam Trinabhirakhilapachye pravruttaha. Trinabhihi means the Kala you can see as many ways. Weeks are also Kala, represents Kala, time principle. Months are also represents Kala. Varsha, Samvatsara also represents Kala. Even Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Hemanta Rutu, Sharad Rutu, each Rutu 2 months. 6 Rutus put together 1 year. 6 seasons. All the seasons, which season is going to come now? We are going to enter into Vasanta. Vasanta Rutu. In the month of April, the new year is going to come. March or April it comes. Like that 2 months each Rutu, 6 seasons put together 1 year represents Kala Tattvam. So here, uniquely presented as Trinabhi means Chaturmasya Yaga. Chaturmasya Yagam or Yagam irukku. 4 months divided into 3. 4 into 3, 12 months. So 12 months are divided into 3 groups. Each group has got 4 months. That is called Trinabhi here. It is no connection with Chaturmasya Vratam. Chaturmasya Vratam of Sannyasi Diksha is different. Here Chaturmasya Yaga, they perform for 3 months. For 4 months, 1 time they perform, yearly 3 times. That is the counting here. Trinabhihi. With 3 stems or portions. Nabhihi means stems or portions. Bhaga. Trini nabhayaha. Yasya saha. Trinabhihi akhila upachaye. For the entire dissolution. For entire dissolution. First 2 lines he talks about the creation. He is the creator and sustainer. Now apachaya means dissolution. 3 nabhihi, in 3 segments you are in the form of Kala And pravruttaha, you are the initiator of that destruction also. Pravruttaha means you are the initiator to this entire dissolution of this creation. You are the initiator of the Srishti, you are the initiator of sustenance, you are the initiator of destruction also. Gabhira Rayaha, unobstructed. How you do this job, Srishti Sthiti Laya, with an unobstructed force. Your momentum is such a force, nobody can stop it. Even Brahmaji is also within that fold. All beings are also within that fold. Nobody can stop. That is why old age is not in our hand. It happens. You need not do anything for that. For old age to come, what you have to do? You need not do anything. Just wait. It comes. It comes. How it comes? With what speed? With intense speed. Gabhir Rayaha means intense speed. So fast it comes. Pravruttaha. You are the initiator of this entire creation's dissolution. Then fourth line. Saha avyak ayam kalaha. Such the kala rupa Paramatma you are, time principle, kalaha, gabhira rayaha, uttama purushaha tvam. You are the uttama purusha. Such kala, the time principle will not afflict you. You are beyond that time principle. You are the initiator of everything, but you are untouched by that time principle. Aksharat Purusha Paraha. Purushanna Param Kinchit Sa Kashtha Sa Paragatihi. Iti Kathopanishad. In different places, Lord Krishna says and Upanishad says, Kalosmi lokasya kshayakrit swabhavaha. Arjuna says, hey Krishna, you are bhayankaram, you are so terrible, and you are in the form of Kala, swallowing everyone. You are swallowing everyone. Therefore, withdraw your Vishwarupa. I don't want. When Lord as creator, everyone is happy. When Lord as destroyer, nobody is happy. So, Bhagavan says, what can I do? It is my job. I am doing that. Kalaha gabhira rayaha. Okay. So, in this sloka, what we come to know, Bhagavan is the cause of this universe. Bhagavan is the cause of the sustenance and dissolution. Next shloka we will read. Next page. Verse 16. These are all highly technical terms. We have to understand an implied meaning. Regular dictionary meaning you should not see. You have to go to that implied meaning. Then only you get the contextual meaning. Tvattah puman samadhigamya yathasya viryam yathasya viryam dhatte mahantamiva garbhamamodghaviryaham dhatte mahantamiva garbhamamodghaviryaham Soyam tayanugata atmana andakosham Hemam sasarja bahiravaranayirupetam In Vivek Chudamani, there is a beautiful sloka. Ekameva tadaneka karanam karanantara nirasa karanam karya karana vilakshanam yat brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. Atma is Brahman who is beyond karya karanam. Atma is one. Ekam eva aneka karanam. One Atma appears as many intermediary causes. What is the cause of this wood desk? Wood is the cause. What is the cause of ornament? Gold is the cause. What is the cause of chair? Plastic is the cause. What is the cause of this Sariram? Annam is the cause. What is the cause of Annam? Food. Earth is Oshadayaha. Trees are the cause. What is the cause of the trees? Earth is the cause. What is the cause of earth? Water is the cause. Like that, if you go on Agni, Apaha, Agni, Vayu, Akasha, these are all intermediary causes. What is the Moola Karanam? Moola Karanam, which is not a Karanam, Sat Brahma. We have to travel a lot. How many kilometers, Swamini? It's not kilometers, in the form of understanding. You have to understand, you have to go beyond these words, vocabulary. Vocabulary, words, meanings are only tools for us to grasp the truth. And use the tools, grasp the word meaning, and see the implied meaning in that in between lines, they say. In between lines. When people are talking, their words are different, conveying meaning is different. Theriyadalliyo? Adu madri. Sometimes people when they talk, just like they talk, you know what is the meaning behind that? You know what is the meaning behind that? Are you saying that? Not. When it is possible, why not Upanishadic statements also like that? Why can't Upanishad say directly? Why can't that person say directly? Why can't that person say directly certain things they won't say directly? Certain things they have to be presented indirectly only. Which cannot be presented directly, they have to be presented indirectly only. Then you have to understand that meaning, the purport which is indirectly presented. You require extra thinking. Who directly presents that person the words, you easily understand. Directly presents. But indirectly presents, you require some, what matter? Some matter required to think. Adi madri, here also, Brahman cannot be presented directly. You have to grasp in between lines. In between lines, don't search first line and second line. Let me search. It is hidden meaning. It is called hidden meaning, lakshyartha. That's why I said these are all technical verses. People think Bhagavatam means first the crowd comes. Once I go on telling technical, it is fully Nirgunam Brahma Navadane, Namak Vendapa. They withdraw. In the second chapter Bhagavad Gita, first chapter nalla crowd varum. Second chapter 12 to 25 slokas, very few students will be there. This is my anubhava while I was taking Vishnu Sahasranama also. When I was taking Vishnu Sahasranama, heavy crowd, I have no place to make them to sit also. Later when I started teaching Vishnu Sahasranama in-depth meaning based on Shankara Bhashyam, in Mylapore itself, people started withdrawing from the class. But I cannot drop for their sake. The meaning of that word I have to communicate. 1,000 names, there are so many Nirgunam Brahma Namas. Like that, let me see until Uddhava Gita completion, how many people continue. How many people continue, students continue, I do not know. I have a good hope I can finish with some students at least. So that much difficulty is there. When Vedantic teacher is teaching Bhagavatam, it's a different. It is not like a regular Bhagavatar. Mother teach panna mudiyadu. Enakku mudiyadu. Adha vishayam. Ippove solli vekkare munnadiye. Varnuma vendama, you have to decide. Okay. Now look into the shloka. 16th shloka. So Ishvara also enjoys a relative order of reality. That is what we want to say in relation with the Prapancha. Prapancha is Karyam, Ishvara is Karanam. Karyam related to Karanam, Karanam related to Karyam. Therefore, when Karyam is Mithya, Karanam can be Satyam. If Karanam, cause is Satyam, Karyam must be Satyam. See the logic. This is called in-between lines. Now, put the in-between lines and cause and its effect. Effect cannot exist independently, separate from the cause. Cause is cause from the standpoint of effect. Effect is effect from the standpoint of cause. Relation, karya karana sambandha. Because of that relation, the relative reality it is. What do you mean by relative reality? In Sanskrit, vyavaharika satyam. Vyavaharika satyam means relative reality. Relative reality is nothing but connected some relation. What relation? Ishvara and Jagat, what relation? Ishvara is the cause, Jagat is effect. How Ishvara is the cause? Ishvara is none other than Pratibimba Chaitanyam. Lord Krishna original form is Nirgunam Brahma. So Nirgunam Brahma Chaitanyam reflects in that causal universe medium Ishvara, the Karanam. That Karana Ishvarat Hiranyagarbha, from Hiranyagarbha Brahmanda comes. That is why Vishnu reclining and looking at from Vishnu's Navi, the lotus comes. From that lotus, Hiranyagarbha comes. Hiranyagarbha is one who is having Hiranyam shining, whose womb is holding the Anda, Brahmanda, in his womb. The entire universe, Brahmanda, is in Hiranyagarbha. That is why that is called this Andam, egg-like, whole Brahmanda is in Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is none other than Ishvara's manifestation only. Ishvara is reflected consciousness. This reflected consciousness in causal universe reflects in subtle universe Hiranyagarbha. In subtle universe Hiranyagarbha, from there causal gross universe comes. Virat. Virat means gross universe. Where from it comes? That's why Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma only created this universe, we say. Chaturmukha Brahma created by Hiranyagarbha, created by Ishvara. Ishvara created by whom? Ishvara is formed because of Maya Upadhi. So Ishvara is also not real. Ishvara is also Pratibhasika Satyam, whom you are worshipping. That Pratibhasika Pratibimba Chaitanyam is sustained by original Chaitanyam, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness. Now our understanding of Krishna consciousness is different, and you go and ask that Krishna conscious people, what do you mean by Krishna consciousness? Krishna consciousness means Krishna. Which Krishna? Gopika Krishna, Dandiya Krishna, the one who is playing Dandiya. Radha Krishna, Radha Kalyanam. People are worshipping which Krishna? That Krishna is not Krishna consciousness, because they have not understood what is Krishna consciousness. Consciousness is that Nirgunam Brahma Chaitanyam Krishna. It is not Gopika Krishna, Radha Krishna, Yasoda Krishna, Devaki Krishna. Whole Bhagavatam is talking about Nirgunam Brahma Krishna. From that only Ishvara has come to manifestation with Pratibimba Chaitanyam. So therefore Pratibimba Chaitanyam is Ishvara. That's all. Pratibimba Chaitanyam in subtle mind is Jiva. Jiva is Satyam or Asatyam? Asatyam, Mithya, reflection. Reflection is real or unreal? Your original face is real or unreal? Original face. Adhyavadu sollunga correcta? Real. Your reflected face, unreal. Your reflected face is inner what? The reflected consciousness in the Maya is called Ishvara, Pratibimba Chaitanyam. Is real or unreal? Must be unreal. Don't say unreal as though you know. You have to say must be unreal. Then you have to do analysis. How he can be unreal? That is what I inquiry. That is what you have to understand. As long as you are worshipping the Pratibimba Ishvara, you are worshipping the duplicate God, forgetting the original. I am not able to understand. If you are not able to understand, try to understand. You cannot gloss over, you cannot escape, you cannot switch over to the unreal God. Then you worship that unreal, fake Pratibimba Ishvara, your bhakti also must be what? Is it real bhakti? It cannot be real bhakti. You want to worship God with real bhakti? You have to worship God with original consciousness only. Therefore, you have to come to the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.